Do you hear that? I think the tea is ready. You're listening to Pop of Tea. Welcome to Pop of Tea Podcast. We have the latest in entertainment news and all that hot, juicy celebrity gossip. Let's get it.
Let's get into it.
Yeah.
Because we have all the time in the world. Okay. So, what we want to talk about in the beginning here is a little fun outing we had this past weekend. Loud Luxury was in Oaks, Pennsylvania, and they were doing a drive-in show. And it was a really fun time. Like, overall, great time. Mm-hmm. Were we appropriately dressed?
No,
not at all. Like, we had way too much clothing on, I would say. Yeah, we pulled up next to these girls who had full ass out. Mm-hmm. And like, I don't know, I guess I just thought, it's an outside concert. I'm going to wear jeans and a sweater kind of thing.
Yeah, I guess like to paint the picture, we were wearing like clothes that covered us from our neck to our toes, mainly also because it was cold out.
Yeah, it got really cold.
Yeah, and these girls were wearing close to nothing, but that's fine. I didn't think it was going to be that much of like a ravey type situation, but it was. So. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, but it was really fun, and it was nice to be, in a concert situation, mm-hmm. and they played new music. No money this time. They didn't shoot money out to the crowd, which makes sense with COVID. Money is dirty.
But one thing that happened this time around that didn't happen in AC was your RIP to your rear windshield wiper.
I hope Ford dealership of Phoenixville isn't listening because I am leasing. But well, first of all, everyone was getting on top of their cars. Everyone was getting on top of their cars, and obviously I was like, I'm getting on mine. I've only owned my car for like 6 months, so I'm like, I don't even know how to get on top of my car. And my first train of thought was to put my foot on the rear windshield blade, and it snapped right off.
Yeah, it didn't really go too well. I feel like I tried to help boost you up from what I remember. But yeah, I just remember it snapped and we were both like, ooh. Oh.
But I'm happy to report that it's now on and fixed. And they didn't really, they didn't charge me because I had all the parts. They were just not together. And so they didn't charge me. They didn't judge me. They did ask what happened. And I just said like, let's just say I was at a drive-in concert.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, that's all you need to know. I should have just said someone else, like some random drunk guy just tried to jump in my car. That would have been more believable, but
yeah,
it's fine. But it was a really good time. I also lost my nose ring.
Oh,
lost a lot of things.
I forgot about that.
It's fine. I lose them a lot, but like, because I think I was taking my mask off and it like just caught on it, which happens all the time. And I didn't care in the moment. I was like, we're going to move on from that. It was dark. But you were like, I'll help you find it. And you were so ready. I'm like, no, it's seriously fine.
Oh my God. Yeah, it was a fun time. I also just wanted to say that thanks for everyone who texted me about my dating story. I got so many texts that were like Candle, question mark. I'm like, it's literally the first thing I saw in my basement. So that's why I called him Candle. Like I could have looked over and saw like a pillow and I would have called him frickin' Pillow. Like
right.
Candle had no significance.
And you can't just call him Dog Poop. No. Because no. That's too like revealing of the story.
But actually the night of Loud Luxury, I was still friends with Candle on Snapchat and I saw that he posted on his story that he was having a date night with someone else, and I showed Sydney, and I was like, moving on. I mean, so am I, obviously, but like, right. Good for him. And then I unfriended him on Snapchat, just because like I don't care to see that. I just have no interest. So yeah, that wraps up that story.
Moving on to bigger, better things.
Mm-hmm. Okay, shall we?
Yes.
Okay, so. Sadly, when we recorded our last episode and we said, Chrissy Teigen was expecting, of course, the day after she posted on Instagram that she suffered a loss of her child.
Yeah.
I can read just brief. I won't read the whole Instagram caption because you have probably already read it or can read it yourself.
It's pretty lengthy.
Yeah, but basically she just said they're shocked and they're in the deep kind of pain you only hear about, the kind of pain we've never felt before. And also she mentioned that with her other two children, they never named them like until they were born. But with this baby, they just like called him Jack from the beginning. So, she was addressing the baby by the name Jack. And it was just very, very sad situation. I guess I wasn't expecting her, obviously, to post something like this. I know that she was in the hospital and she was on strict bed rest and had a bunch of blood transfusions. But it's just still shocking, obviously, whenever anyone says that they've lost a child.
Yeah, it is definitely really sad. And it's sad that they named him. I wonder if, what happens in the future, if they're going to try again, or I don't know, but definitely thinking about them.
Yeah. And, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. People, after she posted, they kind of had negative. Well, some were positive, but also some were negative. Different people were saying, like, she shouldn't be posting about this, just like, because it's not how they would handle it. And honestly, I feel like she's so public with everything that what was she not going to tell us that she lost the baby, No,
they had to have said something. Like, she's going to get hate for anything she does, but I just can't believe there are some people out there that have nothing to say other than sorry. Or they have, that was not what I meant to say. They have something other to say.
I think we know what you meant. Yeah.
Like, how can you say anything but, I'm so sorry, like, it's awful. They shouldn't receive any hate for that.
Because people have nothing better to do than to just get behind their keyboard and type away. And you need to get a life. So goodbye and good riddance.
True.
Okay. So we've talked about it before. We love Dancing with the Stars. But this week, something cray-cray happened. Tyra Banks is the host. And essentially what happened is they all did their dances and then you can vote and then they do the elimination. But this week there were 3 couples left on the stage and she like announced the bottom 2, but then the one couple was actually safe that she announced and she had to call back people that she already saved. I hope you followed that and that made sense. But then obviously it's not her fault because she's just like taking the information from her card that she was given.
Yeah, she said it was a producer error or like
control room.
Yeah, like a technical error. Like she wasn't just reading the card wrong, like the card was wrong, apparently. It was really awkward because she was like, "Oh, I see 2 couples standing before me, but I have 3." Like it just wasn't adding up and all of a sudden I just felt panic rise in me because I was like, it's almost the next hour. Like they had to wrap it up and it was so stressful. Like I think I fell asleep for a little bit of the episode. I did miss like Caitlin Bristow, which I was so upset about and I really should watch back because she didn't get a 10, but
she got a 9.
Like she did pretty well. But yeah, I was just super tired. But then I obviously like was wide awake for that ending.
Yeah. I guess like Sydney and I probably know more than a lot of people listening to this what like live TV entails because that's what we went to school for. So I get it. Like things happen and that's kind of what Tyra was trying to explain was that things happen. It's live TV. But if you don't understand that world, you probably think it's Tyra's fault. And we know it's not. But again, people are just going to hate because that's what they like to do.
Yeah, but Tyra actually like addressed all of that hate and she was basically just like, it's live TV. Like if I'm going to be a human because that's what people want to see on live TV, which it's so true. I think that's why people love live TV. They want to see people being human because they're like, oh, it really is live, like, and people aren't perfect. So I do respect her in that aspect, but it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Did you know that she had like a wardrobe malfunction too?
I was going to say, not to be one of those haters that I was just like talking about, but the second dress she wore was just god awful.
Yeah, well, I think she had to like hold it up, like something wasn't right. I have to like look back at that, but I heard that there was like actually a malfunction and she was holding it up while she was speaking.
Well, it wasn't flattering, and I'm sorry because I don't want to be that person, but it was not great.
Right. Well, other than that, did any dances stand out to you? Or who went home?
Anne H went home.
Okay, yeah.
Neve is always great. Caitlin's great. Sky Jackson got the first 10 of the season.
Yeah.
Everyone now is pretty good. Like
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like every week's going to be an upset when someone goes home now, but I think Neve, I'm rooting for him, I think, to win.
Me too. I think Neve could take it home.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Neve Schulman from Catfish. Oh.
He is good on his feet, people.
He's so good. I love him.
And he even manscaped his chest hair this week. So
Oh, I didn't even notice.
Yep.
Wait, how did you feel about the Backstreet Boys holographic?
It was fine. It was good, but I felt like it was probably unnecessary. I mean, it was cool. I'm not really a Backstreet Boy fan. I mean, I know them obviously, but yeah.
I don't know why I was expecting it to actually be a live performance, but I was. And then I saw these like giant holographic figures throw up behind him, and I'm like, whoa, what is this? Like,
oh my god.
So I thought they hyped it up like way more than what it was, but oh well, you know.
So
it was fine.
Yeah, it was good. We will be watching every week, obviously, so we'll keep you updated. All right, we're gonna continue to update on Demi and Max, and if you listen to our podcast, you know Demi Lovato and Max Ehrich were engaged, and they're not anymore, and he's going off the deep end. Anyway,
I'm off the deep end to watch one time.
Okay.
Sorry, that just popped right in my head.
I liked it. Okay, so I just have, I think, 3 screenshots of what he's saying. So he posted on October 1st. So grateful for all my family, friends, fans, blah, 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 checking on my healing heart. I'm sorry I haven't responded yet, blah, blah, blah. Next thing he posted, he doesn't know how much more of the bullying he can take. He's signing off. But he hasn't signed off, people, because I have the receipts.
He needs the clout.
He does, to stay relevant. I'm so sick and tired of following him. I can't, but I mean, I need to for this information.
Yeah. Same.
And then today he posted on his story, sorry to rehash, but it's affecting me. Please stop writing. I was cut out when I'm the one that literally had to block them and get my attorneys involved, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, Demi did what Demi does best. She released a breakup song.
And it is so good.
It is.
It's like bone chilling good.
Yeah.
Like if you're going through a breakup right now, you need to listen to this song because it'll pick you. I mean, it will be emotional, but it's like, it's almost like uplifting and powerful, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
it's called Still Have Me. And just like a few of the lyrics just say, I don't have much, but at least I still have me, and that's all I need. So, bye, Maxie.
I mean, I hate that, like, she has to go through something like this to have such a good song come out, but I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
That's part of being an artist.
So I'm going to continue stalking his Instagram stories and screenshotting things to, you know, keep you guys in the loop.
I haven't even seen, I think the algorithm is kind of messed up because I haven't even seen anything from him, but I do follow him. So I might just unfollow because at this point you're going to get everything.
Yeah.
Why do I need to follow?
Facts. Okay, I'm so happy. Joe Jonas is confirming he has a daughter.
True.
Finally.
And it's not a picture of the baby,
No.
as you would think.
It was a bottle of wine, and it says on the bottle, father's daughters. I don't know if that's like a brand or something.
Yeah, like, can you buy it or?
Yeah, but he put #girl dad. So he's confirming that he is a dad of a girl. So there you go. That's really all I have to say. Willa.
Oh.
A willow tree.
Oof.
Ooh, good try.
Willa. Okay.
Willa Jonas.
That's what you get for not really giving us details. Like, I'm going to get it wrong and call her Widow, Willa.
Widow.
Widow, Willow, Willona.
Willa, chilla, shoulda, woulda, coulda. I don't know.
Exactly.
All right. Well, thanks, Joe. Appreciate it.
Yeah, it was cute. It was.
Do you want to tell me about this Cassie Randolph, Colton Underwood jaunt?
Oh, yeah. So there is a little update on that restraining order stuff. So the restraining order has been extended for another month. And they can't be 100 yards. They can't be within 100 yards of each other. Which, yeah, I guess
that makes sense.
I don't know how far distance that is.
A football field.
That's 100 yards?
That's a big space.
I don't watch football, so.
But you've seen. You've been to high school.
Yeah, but I missed a lot. I skipped a lot of school. Anyways, so yeah, they're trying to reach an agreement outside of court. But it seems like they haven't reached an understanding or any kind of resolution to this, unfortunately.
Yeah, we talked about this in episode 2.
Yeah.
These people are from Bachelor Nation, if you're confused. Colton was the Bachelor.
Colton Underwood, Cassie Randolph. They were together for like a year or two. And it's ended pretty badly.
Yep. So that's that. And then The Bachelorette comes on Tuesday, the 13th. So we'll definitely be discussing that. And I guess Bachelor Nation will probably become a part of our weekly eps.
Yep. And shout out to some work people. I'm in a group. We're going to be in a group chat. And we're going to make a league.
Yeah, like fantasy football, but better because it's Bachelor.
Yeah. So we did it for Bachelor Listen to Your Heart.
Listen to your heart.
And it was honestly really fun. I think I won. I think Mary and I tied. Yeah, we tied for first place. Just to like see who ended up together, who won. Actually, it was like a competition. So that was like really fun. So we'll be doing that and we'll be recapping the episodes. Just giving you the highlights. So.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So as you all know, I'm a huge fan of the Kardashians. And yes, even though we haven't talked about the episodes that much, I'm still watching. We're recording this Thursday, so this is very, very soon to release. The episode's actually on right this second. And it looks pretty good, the preview. It looks like there's a fight between Kendall and Kylie. I love it. Oh. But speaking of Kylie, her and her daughter Stormi, which Stormi is the cutest, like most polite 2-year-old.
This girl ain't going through the terrible twos.
No.
Like, she is an angel. And, like, obviously we don't know everything, but she's so cute.
So cute.
Like, how did Kylie get so lucky? I don't understand.
I don't understand either. But she's, adorable. Like, okay, so they posted a YouTube video of them making Halloween cookies, which they did this at Christmas when they made Christmas cookies. But I guess Stormi, grew up a little bit. But she, talks and is just very cute. But why I'm bringing this up is Halloween for the Kardashians and Jenners is a huge deal. They usually have at least, 3 Halloween outfits each, themes. Usually they'll do a theme together and then a theme with their kids and then, an individual outfit.
It's literally crazy.
It's a lot, but it's, the photo shoots are amazing. But in the video, Kylie reveals that her and Travis and Stormi are going to be minions as one of the costumes. So I'm shocked because usually it's such a high kept secret. But she just revealed that. She didn't give a shit.
Honestly, so I didn't know this. I didn't watch the video. I feel like that's kind of underwhelming. You're going to be minions. That's it? That's all you could think of?
Just one. I mean, I'm sure they're going to have at least 2 other.
Yeah. I guess, but I don't know. I just expected a little more creativity.
Yeah. I guess we'll see what they have when they start posting.
Maybe Stormi requested.
Probably. But if you haven't seen the video, watch it. It's not that long on YouTube. It's super cute. super duper cute. Maybe I'm the only one who's as obsessed with it. Whatever.
Like, so she doesn't like throw ingredients everywhere?
Well, she made a little bit of a mess, and she yelled to someone, "I need a towel, please."
Are you kidding me?
No.
What? Okay, I need to watch this because that just sounds really cute, but also
She's
like
so cute.
What 2-year-old acts like that?
She's like, "Oh, mommy." Like, I'm trying to think of some of the things. Like, Kylie will say something, and she's like, "Oh, that's cute, mommy." I'm like, oh my God, I need a baby. I mean, I don't, but
No, but oh my gosh. I can already tell you my 2-year-old is not going to be like that. It's going to be a little devil. Like,
yeah.
there's just no way.
I know. Well, I mean, she probably spends a lot of time with her. She probably also has nannies who, you know, are teaching her hours of the day. I mean, I don't know what their life is like. But
I was going to say, did you see the picture of her on her first day of virtual school with her $15,000 Hermes, whatever the hell, backpack?
Yeah, that was a little much because it's also virtual school.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, they've been having school at Chloe's house with True in Chicago and Psalm and Dream, I think. I just realized
it doesn't sound like you're talking about people.
I know, it sounds like I'm talking about biblical passages or something.
Like animals or something, like
with True and Psalm and Dream in Chicago. Shy.
And North, is Northy there?
Northy's too old for them. But yeah, they've been hanging out in Chloe's backyard. I love it. I live for those Instagram stories.
I just don't get it. And I like, honestly, the most expensive backpack I've ever owned is probably the North Face backpack. And that actually, I didn't even purchase that, and X did. And that was probably like $120.
Yeah.
But I really liked it. So shout out. Thank you for that.
Wear them.
But what?
I know, but the video was cute that she had. She was like jumping up and down. She's like, "I'm ready for school," or something like that.
I mean, this girl better do big things.
Oh,
I can't wait. I can't wait to follow along with all of the freaking Kardashian kids. I really
I'm living.
They're not even
for
the
it.
Kardashian kids, but they are, you know, they're part of the empire.
Yeah. So, great. All right. So we haven't really talked about other podcasts on this podcast, but I feel like it's necessary considering what we're about to say.
Right. So Call Her Daddy is probably the first, like, I have two main podcasts that I listen to other than ours, and it's Call Her Daddy and Chicks in the Office. They're both Barstool podcasts. And Call Her Daddy started out with like two hosts, Sofia Franklyn and Alexandra Cooper. There was like a huge fallout between them, and now it's just Alex doing the podcast. Sofia, I mean, I never was a really like huge fan of her, but I obviously liked her because she was part of the podcast. But she just did not agree to the deal that they wanted to do. And I mean, I need to hear her side, but anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. She's been like radio silent on everything
for months.
Yeah, since they like broke up pretty much. And Alex has come out with a bunch of episodes on her own, and they're really great. I love them. And Sophia's had nothing to say. And she just posted yesterday or the day before that she is coming out with a new podcast.
Yeah, it's called Sofia with an F. And obviously, if you're not a part of the Daddy Gang and like you don't listen to Call Her Daddy, Sofia spells her name Sofia. So like whenever she introduced herself, she would say Sofia with an F. So I guess it makes sense.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, like, so I haven't made it through Call Her Daddy all the way. I think I'm on episode 83, and there's like 90 something.
Yeah.
You're
close.
I know, I'm so close. I miss the two of them together, to be honest. I mean, I love Alex. I mean, I'm still gonna listen. I have continued to, but I think I know the issue. I just feel like they had such good banter.
They did. And I think I know the issue, like why you feel like that and why I feel like I do, because you have been listening this whole time. Like you were catching up. I was listening live as they would release a new episode every week. And then they went radio silent for weeks. And we were like, the whole drama was like, what's happening to Call Her Daddy? And I didn't hear the two of them forever. And then I heard like Alex released a YouTube video. Sofia released a YouTube video about their sides of the stories. And then I was like, wow, like I'm totally team Alex, whatever. So then I was just like, worried that Call Her Daddy was going away forever. And then when Alex came out and was like, I'm still doing it. I'm still there for you. Whatever. It's getting very deep. It's just a podcast. But like,
it's more than that.
I've been listening for like 2 years at this point. So yeah. So then when she came out, I was like, I love her. I love this. Like Sofia who? I really didn't care about her. So it's been so long since I've even heard them together on a podcast. Mm-hmm. But you're still listening. Yeah. Or you were still listening when they were like silent.
Yeah, so. I started, I think in March, like when quarantine started, and I've just been binging the shit out of it. So yeah, that's
it takes a while to like to listen to all the episodes they've done together, and they are good. They are very like entertaining, but I will say, it's healthier now. Like I think they were like, I mean, they had a whole line about like cheating on your boyfriend. Like
the whole podcast it's raunchy. Like it's not going to be for everyone, but it's good.
Right. It's entertaining. But yeah, now Alex is like, I feel like she's about self like growth and just kind of like, she's not trying to play games anymore. And that's all they talked about on the first like 50 episodes were games.
Yeah. It was cheat or be cheated on. I'm not saying I agree with that, but that was what they,
right.
You know,
I never really agreed with those like strong statements, but I was like, this is so entertaining to hear. You know what I mean? Like, I can't relate, but I'm like, wow, like
people actually live these lives and they meet all these men, and how can you even meet 5 men in 1 week? I can't even meet one in like a month.
Right.
What?
No, it's totally different. Like they are in New York City, so
yeah, that's true.
You know, fair enough. But yeah, it's crazy. So we'll both be listening to this new podcast.
Yeah. And she came out with a little teaser, and the teaser starts with like, oh, Sophia's like, it's like as if it's like other people talking about her, saying Sophia's such a bitch. How could she choose a man over her friend? Like it's all interest. And then she comes on and says something like, so what I'm hearing is you guys want to hear me more. Like her voice kind of sounds like this. I don't know.
It does. I can't really take it seriously because I didn't like her as much as Alex, so I don't know. It'll be interesting. I want to know if like Suit Man's still in the picture because she literally hasn't posted on Instagram. I don't know what's happening. Like, are they married? They could be married. She could be pregnant.
I doubt it.
That would be the biggest
plot twist.
Like, yeah, surprise to me. But I mean, you don't know. It's been months.
I know. The other podcast I listen to, it's really just Call Her Daddy. I listen to Teen Mom Trash Talk because I love Teen Mom. Teen Mom
I do too.
I love it. That's on right now, actually.
It's not as up to date as you are.
Oh, yeah. Every Tuesday at 8, which now I'm going to have to DVR that because The Bachelorette's going to be on. But yeah, so I listen to Teen Mom Trash Talk, and it's these two. One's a comedian and the other one's her best friend. And they just like shit talk all the episodes, and they say what you're thinking. But like you wouldn't actually say out loud, you know? And then, yeah, it's really... I like occasionally listen to Coffee Convos with Kale from Teen Mom and Lindsay Chrisley, and that's pretty much it. So
yeah, I mean, podcasts are like, I feel like they're on the up and coming. My mom listens to like, she listened to like Michelle Obama's podcast recently, and she said she liked it, but I just feel like between my two main podcasts, I don't have time for you know, like,
it's rare that I'll listen to one all the way through. Like usually when I'm on the treadmill, I'll listen to like 30 minutes of Call Her Daddy, and then I'll listen to the rest like on my way home or something. Like I don't sit down. I'm like, I'm gonna listen to this.
No, I'm always doing something else. But I think that's the point of podcasts.
Yeah, I tried to explain that to my mom because she was like, oh my gosh, your last episode was 50 minutes, and I was like, well, you don't have to sit there and listen to the whole thing. Like if you want to take your walk for 30 minutes and listen, then you can listen to the last 20 minutes another day. Like it doesn't have to be. I mean, that's how I listen to podcasts. Maybe I'm different, but yeah.
No, like I will listen to like, I'll start on my drive to work, and then I'll come home and like pick it right back up where I left it. Like you can pause it, start it, like doesn't matter.
Yeah. All right. So if anyone's an audio engineer and wants to work for free, we're taking applications.
We can pay you in like wine and good entertainment.
That sounds like we're strippers or something. No, but seriously, only serious inquiries in our DMs.
Yeah.
No, but for real, if you have any idea how to deal with any type of audio stuff, we'll give you the details. We're not going to bore everyone with it on here.
No, we've had enough issues tonight. Like It's honestly a blessing that we've got almost 30 minutes right now.
Yeah,
So-
I think we're about to call it quits, everyone. So, thanks for listening. Subscribe on Apple, leave us a review, and follow us on Spotify. You can hear us on SoundCloud, all that good stuff.
Instagram, Pop of Tea Podcast.
Woo woo! All right, everyone.
See you next week.
Happy Friday. Bye.
Bye.